So I want to talk about something that a lot of military experts, and including myself, though I'm not considering myself an expert as on the level of some of these other folks, but a lot of people picked up on something. Vladimir Putin, before the war, put his nuclear forces on an enhanced and special regime of nuclear readiness. None of those terms are in Russia's nuclear doctrine. And I think what the attempt was by Putin was to scare the world, but subtly signal to the military intelligentsia as well as the military commanders that it's largely meaningless. It's rhetoric. I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he did it on accident and he's kind of foolish in that way, but and he just didn't know his own nuclear doctrine. But Russian military doctrine doesn't have any of those terms in them when it comes to raising the readiness level of nuclear weapons. And American commanders and planners and leaders in the military picked up on that. And when I saw him say that, I had studied Russian nuclear doctrine when I worked in Germany doing NATO planning and stuff like that. And I don't recall that. So I kind of Googled around and I hadn't found it. And so what it looks like is he said some things that made it sound like these nuclear weapons were getting like fueled and getting put their basically the keys were being unlocked and getting ready for this nuclear war. But there's really been no muscle movements behind that. A lot of the US intelligence and UK intelligence and the very robust global intelligence agencies that we have said there's been no movements of Putin's nuclear forces. So it may have just been a lot of rhetoric. Or it may have just been they internally said we're going to change our doctrine to mean whatever it means, and they just didn't update the actual physical doctrine itself. I don't know. I just know that the intelligence community is saying that nothing has changed in Putin's nuclear circle and nuclear capability that we know of. And there's classified things that I don't know, obviously, that may have been people see and know that. But from my perspective, he said something that doesn't fit his own doctrine, and then nothing physically took place. So I'm thinking it was just a saber rattling technique. It was a method to tell the vast civilian voter populaces around the world to get kind of a tensed up or get kind of scared at Putin, what they're doing, but really it means nothing.